Hi, this is day 21 of 30 Days of Healing here live on Facebook. And for those of you who've been following for a while and might have missed a few and can't find them in my Facebook thread, I've now uploaded up to day 20 onto my YouTube channel, Rebecca Louise French, and you can find them all there to view as well. And there's a playlist that you can just go through. So the energy has been a bit crazy lately. I don't know if you found that, but I've heard it from many other people and some people writing me to say, what the heck is going on? For me, it manifested last night as, although there was a part of me that was a little bit tired. Lisa just sent 3 love hearts. Okay, so I'm not alone in thinking the energy's crazy. For me, I was up past midnight, and I can tell you I now have the cleanest kitchen ever. Like, I just couldn't stop moving. It was a frenetic energy, and it's great that I have a clean kitchen as a result. But the interesting thing is that I kept thinking, I've got all this energy, and I could not sleep. For the life of me, I couldn't even think of lying down to try and sleep. But when I sat down to try and do work, my brain wasn't working in that way. The frenetic energy was around action. So getting things done in a physical way, decluttering my space, cleaning, putting things away. And I couldn't sit in front of the computer and not move and work on things that needed that mental concentration. It was all around space and getting things done. And this morning they've been talking to me a bit more about the fact that leading up to this new moon that we're having on the weekend, I believe it's on Sunday for most people that the new moon is coming, and of course, like the new moon's on Sunday, right now it's Friday in Canada, probably early Saturday in Australia. We've got the energy of the new moon. It's starting, right? Just because it's totally new on Sunday doesn't mean we're not getting the energy of it coming our way. So this frenetic cleaning energy that I had, and I know many other people have felt, they've said it's been like, almost like excitement, like something's coming, but that's resulting in a need to declutter. And when I say declutter, like I'm using that as a very big, broad statement. It means cleaning your local environment, whether that be a house, a trailer, wherever you may be currently dwelling. It could be decluttering relationships. I've had a couple people message me and say that suddenly they felt ready to let go of either toxic relationships, neutral relationships, or just ones that they knew weren't right for them moving forward. And at the same time, it's a decluttering of your mind, right? You might have 1,000 things going on in your head, and it's this energy of let's decide to just take it all down a notch and be calm. And so the need to be frenetic in our actions was helping us to be calm and ready for this new moon. I hope that makes sense. So there are two things that came to my realization just before they said, okay, we're ready to do this. And the first was, and I mean, you know me in numbers, I've seen lots of 5s lately and lots of 2s, like this 2 week, the week of the 20th that we've got going on. The 2s are coming forward, that need for balance and duality that we spoke yesterday on day 20. But on top of that, I'm still seeing 5s all the time. And I was going to talk about 5s today because I keep seeing like 11:55 and 10:55 and 1:55. But then right before I was going to do this, they showed me like tons of 6s, but always with a 5. So I'm looking at my handy dandy. Some of you might have this, Angel Numbers 101 by Doreen Virtue. Awesome little book. And they told me to share with you 656. So all is well, even though appearances might feel stressful. Beneath it all, there is divine order. You will soon see that the changes that are occurring are answers to your prayers. So when we think about that, there is divine order in all things. I think that is an underlying theme that's come out in a year of healing, both year 1 and 2, that even at the time, sometimes listening to a meditation or hearing something they had to say, and then in the days and weeks that followed, it made even more sense, and we started to see the divine order of things. There are always going to be moments where we feel, I don't get why this is happening to me. This all sucks and I'm not happy. And there's going to be moments where we have the clarity and we see the divine order in things. And then there'll be moments that are kind of neutral. They're not horrible, but they're not fantastic. And we're not sure what it all means. And again, like I keep getting reminded of that Ride the Wave of Ascension blog that I wrote. And you'll see too at the bottom of that, there's a link to one of the Year of Healing course participants and a dear, wonderful friend of mine who's online now. Hello, Lisa. She also wrote her perspective of what it personally means to her to be riding the wave of ascension in relation to both the Year of Healing course and that blog and her personal experiences. And both of those might really help those of you who are feeling like you're on a bit of a roller coaster this year and you're not understanding the ups and the downs, the great rest periods where you feel motivated to do absolutely nothing, and then suddenly there's so much energy that you just can't stop. So it's understanding that there's value and validity in every one of the stages, the rest stages, the prep stages, and the action stages. They're all for a reason. So that's part one. Part two was that the first thing my husband said to me when he walked in the door from work today was, "Did you get woken up by that loud car that went by at frickin' 5 o'clock in the morning?" And I was like, yes, I did, and couldn't get back to sleep. And as we were sitting there eating dinner, several more cars went by who were showing off their muscle motors or whatever. If I was in Australia, I could say they were hoons, but North Americans wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about if I said we've got a lot of people hooning by our house. So for the Aussies, apparently being summertime and living near the river brings out the hoons. So basically loud muscle cars, we live on a 4-way stop and they're going as fast as they possibly can as they take off and skid and do donuts and pretend that they're awesome. So that doesn't always happen. Like we go through days of peace and calm and nothingness, and then we go through these periods where it just seems to be louder. And today was one of those. And I was like, this is kind of weird. Why is it suddenly bothering us? And it's not just that it's summer and it's the hoons and it was about 5 o'clock at night. Because I knew the angels had something to say about it. And they did. And instantly, one of my favorite quotes popped into my head. And I have it on a card, which has yet to be unpacked somewhere. So I looked it up online and now my computer's just gone into rest mode. So, but I want to quote it directly. So bear with me. Okay, the quote is, sorry about that, peace, it does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of all of that and still be calm in your heart. And I'm sorry that I kind of butchered that a little bit by being way over there. The main point why the angels wanted that quote up is that the peace that we feel in our heart, whether the energy around us is frenetic or there's noisy cars down the street or we've got screaming kids at our ankles or crowds driving us crazy or whatever, is that we are ultimately the ones that decide how any external force affects us. And we can choose to have peace and calm in our heart, even when there's a storm going on around us. And it's not always easy, and sometimes we need to escape. I'm like the queen of people. Love being around people, love meeting new people, but when I'm around a large group of people for a large period of time, or if it gets really noisy with a lot of little kids or something, I'm the queen of knowing where the nearest toilet is, and I always just happen to need to go to the toilet, and I'm not actually going to the toilet. I'm just sitting there with the door closed peacefully by myself and finding my calm. So it doesn't mean that you have to be in the midst of chaos and be sitting there going, oh, I should be calm, I can be peaceful, I can do this. It's not that. It's finding the tools and the ways to helping yourself to find the peace and the calm in your heart. Oh, cool. Lisa just says, I was just listening to the same message while I was driving. Awesome. I love that. So that's obviously the energy that we need to know, right? Because and frenetic is the word they keep using, so I'm just going to keep using it. The frenetic energy that keeps coming up around getting stuff done, decluttering, getting ready, and feeling like I have this, like, it's half excitement and half just something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. And we've been told energetically and astrologically that August is going to be a busy month. Change is going to happen. Things are going to take place. And I can't tell you what, because for each individual, it's going to be something different to help you on your ascension journey or personal growth, whatever term you want to use. But for me, that reminder of that piece is to find calm in your heart, basically amidst the storm of people, was a beautiful reminder that while we're getting ready for August, and even if August is crazy busy as well, that we have the tools to bring ourselves back to center, to calm ourselves down, and to remember what's important. And as we came up with yesterday in that beautiful talk that I had online with Allison about stuff going on in her life, was that our main number one overriding priority of all things on earth is love. To come from a place of love, that everything we do is love. And to bring loving energy to what we do and to share loving energy in what we do. And technically, when you really think about it, they're saying everyone on earth has the same life purpose. All of our life purposes is to come from love and to share love. And not the type of love I think that humans think of when they think of love. Because we can't really fathom the blissful love of the spirit world. And yet our vibration is rising. Slowly but surely, our vibration is rising. And we're getting more of a taste of what that high vibration love feels like. That unconditional God, source, energy, universal love. Whatever title makes you most comfortable, go with that. So in order to be in that place of love and to share from that place of love, we have to help ourselves to have the peace in our heart and to come from a place of calm. That doesn't mean that we're not human beings. It doesn't mean that we still won't lose our shit every once in a while. But it does mean that when it happens, we can look at the lesson from it and then bring ourselves back to center. They're wanting me to point out what they put behind us today. So yes, I have my fake flowers, aren't they gorgeous, that my little people bought me for Mother's Day. And I've also got my selenite tower, which you can see here as well. And what's the energy of the flower? Okay, so the energy of the flowers, that's funny because they're fake. And they said they're a reminder that living things are all around us and all living things have energy. So nice sense of humor, angels, thank you. It's because it's pouring with rain outside and they knew I wasn't going to go pick flowers to put behind me. So yes, all living things have vibrations and energy. So interacting with nature is key right now, as also caring for ourselves, doing our self-love practices. Whether your self-love includes meditating every day or taking a saltwater bath or going for a walk in nature or doing something creative that grounds you or hugging your favorite crystals. That's the other thing that's behind me. This big box right here is filled with all my crystal babies. And I've still got that other healing grid beside me as well with the ones that we talked about the other day. So your crystal babies are part of self-love and self-care as well. Okay. And that's why the selenite lamp is right behind me as well, because selenite absorbs energy that we need to get rid of as well. And it's very, 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 very healing. So a lot of us, to prepare for August, are clearing, cleansing, getting rid of crap, right? And it's really cute that Jennifer just came online and said hi. Thanks, Jen. I love the love heart. Because I know Jen's been going through decluttering for months and is getting ready to gear up to do even more. And there's others that I know are going to be watching this later who wrote me about decluttering their relationships. And that decluttering in physical and mental and relationships and spiritual forms always need a little bit of assistance. And Jennifer just said, oh, I need to move my selenite into view. It's hiding. Yeah, I do. And even like, as I said, my selenite doesn't even have the bulb underneath it that I can plug in and switch on. the tower still does its job. It still absorbs the energy. It's still very healing. So if you're feeling like you're cleaning out a lot of stuff in your physical or your energetic body, assist yourself with the self-care practices that I spoke about, the grounding in nature, the saltwater baths, and the crystals. Hi, Allison. Oh, cool. So now we've got America and Australia online at the same time. We just need a Canadian to hop on board, and we've got my 3 top countries, I think, of followers here. So, yeah, it's awesome. Allison's with us here, too. It's a Year of Healing reunion party. So use your crystal babies to help you out. They're saying to prompt you that you don't just need selenite. So some of you, it'll be rose quartz, and others of you, they're saying, if you're going through a particular issue, share like generally the feeling or emotion. I don't want people to necessarily share their private trials publicly on my Facebook page. But for example, because they're wanting me to help here. So I think we spoke about this before with the grid, but so labradorite helps with depression, anxiety, sadness, that type of thing. A lot of people like to sit it at the bottom of their bed. I'm just trying to catch her awesome purpley hues. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Labradorite's really beautiful for depression, anxiety. Rose quartz is the self-love stone, unconditional love. And that's one of the first basic stones that some people get at the very beginning. 1, because it's cheap, and 2, because it works really hard and packs a punch without having any detrimental effects on you. There are some crystals that you have to handle with care. So rose quartz is not one of them. My son used to fall asleep holding it in his hand when he was like 4 years old. So that's another beautiful one. If you need to break off those toxic relationships and you're not sure how to do it, sodalite or any blue stone, basically. Blue is the throat chakra. So sodalite is going to be your friend for that, for helping you release those relationships. And if all you really want is more connection to your spirit guides, your higher self, your intuition, and you're feeling like you're struggling a bit from the energies of change that are going on, you need to grab your amethyst, because amethyst helps with that third eye connection, and it's beautiful with helping us to connect to our higher selves. And this is the one I think that was in my mind a lot when I was talking about my guardian angel Zen Hanaway the other day, because obviously amethyst helps us connect to our higher spirit guides. Lisa says she's so inspired she's running a midday Saturday salt bath now. That sounds luxurious. I love it. I think I did that for the first time in a very, very long time the other day. I woke up and had a bath because I hadn't slept well and I was feeling a bit I think I told you that was a day or 2 ago. So baths are awesome for helping you out, especially adding your favorite essential oils to it too. And again, choose those intuitively. And if you're not sure if you can choose your essential oils intuitively, close your eyes and let your hand just be guided over the top of them. And I find that they tend to be hotter, or I feel a vibration. Sorry, I should do that higher. Hotter, or feel a vibration on my hand over top of the essential oils I need, or I'll find myself grabbing the ones that I need. So yeah, essential oils are good too. I think that's all they want me to say. So thank you everyone for being on the call today. Oh, rose essential oil, says Lisa. I don't think I have rose. Can you imagine rose essential oil with rose quartz around your bath? Self-love everywhere. So take care, everyone. Please do put your comments below if you'd like to know a crystal for a specific purpose. And don't forget too that if you're watching this and you're not a member of our Ascension support group here on Facebook, it is free. And if someone could maybe pop the link down below for me, if they have a second, or I'll try and remember afterwards. The Ascension support group is run by myself and Lisa Riemann. And in there, I talk a lot about crystals. We talk about ascension processes, and Lisa shares her astrology updates and energy from an astrological perspective, because that's not my area of expertise. So please, you are welcome to join us in the Ascension support group as well, and it's free to join, and there's updates in there too. So I think that's all. Oh, Jennifer says she uses her pendulums to choose oil. That's a great idea too. If you have a pendulum and you want to divine it out and figure it out which one to use, whatever trick works for you, nurture yourselves. With this frenetic energy, don't try and stop yourself from doing stuff. They're saying like it's busy for a reason. I like that. It's busy for a reason. So if you're up till midnight cleaning your kitchen, then do it. I think I got to sleep at 3 o'clock last night. I made myself stop cleaning about 1 a.m. And then read a book. Still couldn't do work to save my life. Like I could sit in front of the computer and go, "Ugh." And I went, no, that's not productive. So I wound down by reading or something. So nurture yourselves. Listen to your heart. Your body knows best. And eat clean, please, as much as you can. The more clean we eat, the more we're helping our body to flush out the energies of blah of the past that we don't need anymore. We don't need the toxins hanging around us like we don't need toxic relationships hanging around. So feed your body good. There used to be an ad. Lots of love to you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, unless the angels change their mind for some reason. Okay, take care. Bye.